Hi, have you seen the Marvels movies? From Phase 1 in 2008, the Iron Man, into Phase 3, the Spider-Man Far From Home, the secret seems to be finding the right balance between innovative movies but still in a part of Marvel families. The Harvard Business Review studies this phenomenon, come up that Marvel's success is rooted in 4 key principles, which will be explained by Harry.
Marvel Studios today having a revenue of over 7 billion, but that is also not always the norm. By 1996, they need to file bankruptcy to clear their debt. So HBR, Harvard Business Review, having studied that there are 4 key principles of Marvel success. First, they select for experience in experience. So out of 15 MCU directors, only one director that have experience with superhero genre. The other is coming from another genre. And this director acquire large control of how their movie will be. Only the special effect and logistic is under Marvel responsibility actually. For industry example, energy company now hire meteorologists and also hedge fund hire chess player to complementing their industry needs. Secondly, they leverage a core stable member. So out of all of their team is only 25% is core member that coming from previous movie to another movie. So they retain this core member and adding fresh talent to make the movie keep fresh. And the third, they keep changing the formula, so they don't care about letting go their previous winning ingredients. So, for example, Peyton Reed, the director of Ant-Man, need to direct their movie to be more comedy before the previous movie. It is Black Panther and Avenger that having more serious atmosphere. And this script analysis revealed that Marvel having this emotional atmosphere almost difference in every their movie they have. So, for example, Iron Man having more comedial atmosphere, and then Thor having more dark atmosphere. And another industry example, Zara. They always reveal their collection each month and even each week. So this quite different with another fashion culture norm. The fourth is that they cultivate customer curiosity. So Marvel cultivate this customer curiosity in several ways. One is that they always retain the communication with their customer, with their fan base by various social media interaction. And then secondly, Marvel is built anticipation by putting Easter eggs on each of its movie. One of the most favorite and we know is about the post-credit scene. Yeah. In another industry, that Nike using this similar strategy with Marvel. So they having the secrecy before every product launch, and even the Nike Jordan, they have hidden feature in its shoes they have with using Braille code in it. So basically, we believe that these 4 principles can be utilized in another industry as well. So for example, with this Nike and Zara and maybe the energy company example, that I believe that these 4 principles can be utilized in another industry as well to retain the company's sustainable advantage.
What an outstanding concept of Marvel's cinematic universe. After hearing the concept, we would like to discuss does this 4 concept works within our own industry? There's a friend of mine who is an expert on food and beverage, heavy industry, and technological. Come on, let's talk to them. Hi guys!
Hi!
Ready for discussion?
Oh, yes!
Okay, let's have a discussion. Out of their 4 concepts, what about in the heavy industry? Was it gonna work in those kind of industry?
So basically, out of the four formula, the only one that match the heavy industry is only on the leveraging the stable core, because in the heavy industry we rely heavily on the commodity price, and the commodity price, if it's the price is up, but the demand is up, and then basically the heavy industry only need to maintain the efficiency. So the stable core will be needed to maintain the efficiency, basically. So isn't it true?
Yeah, that's true. And for us, maybe for select for experience, in experience is quite very risky, especially for this heavy industry, because this heavy industry is really, have a complicated background, and it's very specific industry. So they have to know the customer behavior, and it's totally different with the entertainment industry.
Well, in the heavy industry, isn't you guys still have got competitive advantage for the product itself?
If we say that the competitive advantage in Marvel's strategy is cultivate customer curiosity. For cultivate customer curiosity, I think it's not really impact for the heavy industry, because customer already know about the price, and then customer already know about the customer already know about the impact about in the price, high and low the price. So there is no innovation for the heavy industry, but efficiency the heavy industry itself.
Kind of curiosity that customer expect from the heavy industry product, I don't think that's related to this industry.
I see. It's slightly more different in the technological base, right? In the technological base, we maintain to have a challenging also, and also the continuous improvement in the product itself. For example, in the telco.
Yeah, in technology, it's quite different with what happened in heavy industry. In technology, you have to keep updating the formula and focus on cultivate the customer curiosity. In terms of the technology, you have to keep evolving, keep updating the previous one, or find the new product or new services to introduce to the market. Like in telecommunication, previously we have like 2G, and then we continue from 3G, 4G, and then later on we have the upcoming 5G. So there's no way you stay in the old technology for the longer time. Otherwise, you will be
Left behind from others.
left behind. There's no way you keep.
Because in technology, you more on the technology push,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
for us, it's more in market pull.
Market pull.
That's
Okay.
So what about select for experience in technology? Is this applicable in your industry?
Actually, it's not really applicable, because it is very different with another industry like Marvel. But we also apply cultivate customer curiosity. All of us is agree that customer curiosity is one part to attract customer. For example, Gojek. See, Gojek in the first time only launched Go Ride, which is only pick up and drop from one point to another point. With for a person with a fixed price. It is the differentiation that it is the needs of the customers, the market, and at the time, the market still don't know what is Gojek, what will happen, and then Gojek launched another service like GoCar, like GoFood, Go Delivery, and still many more. So what will Gojek launch? We always curious because the need of customer.
How about F&B?
Within customer curiosity in food and beverage industry, it's usually more on the marketing gimmick. For example, recently Sasa just released a video about mama fighting for each other,
Yeah.
I know that.
fighting rendang at wedding reception. At first, no one realized it was a form of advertisement from Sasa for Sasa Bumbu Rendang. So, cultivating customer curiosity is the main point from our part to food and beverage.
But it's on the marketing side. What about the product itself?
For the product itself, I think we almost same like the heavy industry itself, because we keep focusing on leverage the stable core. We have to focus on the what do you call it? The main unique of the product itself.
Yeah.
So that's the point for the channel.
Yeah, maybe just to add Hary's opinion. So we think that in the food and beverage industry, we cannot challenge the formula of the food itself. You know, if we have our main dishes in Italian food, and then the customer will stay loyal to that food because we have that uniqueness, and then we have that special things in serving the dishes and also the ambience. That is our competitive advantage. And then if we try to challenge it, let's say, and then we put another ingredients in our main menu, our main dishes. So the customer will say why the taste is different from the previous one. So I think that the keep challenging formulas means that we need to innovate in another menus, but still keep the main dishes, the signature dishes of our restaurant. So maybe in relation to the Marvel 4 principles, the most suitable one is also the leverage a stable core. So we need to have the core in the kitchen, right? Chef. We cannot hire someone who inexperienced. Like this is to relate in number one principle, right? So we cannot hire someone that is inexperienced. So let's say maybe a greeter in the front of a restaurant, and then we put her in the kitchen. You cook this. Even all the procedure of cooking have a standardized ingredients already there. You want to put here and put here, but if she doesn't have experience in cooking in the kitchen, so I think that will be messed up. But I think, if I may add, I think the experience in Marvel means that, for example, a video editor in one type of movie, and then they never work for Marvel type of movie, and then they hire this guy to add a taste to Marvel movie because they already have a strategy how they run this business. It's okay. I mean, like, how about to hire another chef, for example, an Italian specialty chef in your restaurant for Indonesian chef, and then you create fusion. So that's experience in my opinion. Yeah, that's experience, but maybe that will give slightly different on the main menu itself.
Actually, about the menu, with the product, I agree. Because whenever the chef has a big fans and the chef left the restaurant and show to the customer.
Yeah, you cannot do. I think that in the food and sorry, Pak Heru. I think that in the food and beverage industry we cannot do any experiments for our main.
But Nila, this is for the restaurant industry, I think. But how about the food industry, like Indofood? Indofood,
FMCG.
I mean that they need market pull. Market pull means that if customer need, they need to change their product. Like Indomie. Indomie always change the taste of the food. They change from the if right now is the booming is ayam geprek, so they will change the taste to be the ayam geprek. How about this?
But the main in Indomie, for like still, Indomie goreng, Indomie rasa soto is still there. You only have like that is the innovation
like
of taste.
one-time experience.
You only, I think that we think it's actually very related to our discussion before this. This is the moment. What is there? What is happening out there? And then Indomie took the idea, and then they create something new, but they still have their
original
That's
product.
only for customer engagement.
Yes.
So they keep make customer top of mind.
There's still Indomie in there. They have the flavor.
I think Indomie is more on like commodity now. It's not like a certain type of.
I agree.
Yeah, Pak Heru, please
Yes.
continue.
Well, in terms of the product itself, yes, you depend on the chef, you depend on people who make the formula of your product.
Yes.
But I think for a marketing team, maybe you can try for select experience. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the marketing side, maybe at this time you use like what we call it traditional or conventional way, and nowadays or digital thing, something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Heru, how about in heavy industry about the select for experience in experience?
Well,
do you agree?
Well,
it's applicable?
Well, it depends. It's too risky. If we're talking about the low-level staff or something like that, maybe yes, you can do that.
Non-key decision maker
Non-key
is
decision
fine.
maker,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
But for a certain position like a director,
Mm.
well, it's just very risky.
Uh-huh.
Because it's happened in some of the heavy industry. Well, I have from my personal experience when top management hire somebody from the upstream because our business is downstream, and it's mess everything. So yes, it's very risky, and I don't think that it will be good. Yeah.
Okay, so from our discussion, that I think most of the industries other than the creative industries like Marvel, that's not really suitable to all four. Maybe it's only one of them, right?
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know, from telecommunication industry, what is the most suitable formula?
Yeah, I think the most important formula is keep challenging for the formula and cultivate the customer curiosity. It's from our point.
Keep challenging formula and cultivate the customer curiosity
Yeah,
for
sure.
technological industry. How about F&B?
So for the F&B, we agree that maybe the Marvel principles that is suitable or applicable for this is the leverage and stable core, right?
Okay, so leverage and stable core. So it's the same with our industry, heavy industry also. We need to leverage the stable core because we rely heavily on the commodity basically. From this discussion,
Yeah, I think for the core recipe of Marvel, success Marvel, this is applicable for the entertainment business. Let's say like a stand-up comedian, you can do the same joke in every place, in every event. Moreover, at this time, technology informatica era means that when you're doing joking, then people filming you and upload it to YouTube, and then people already know the joke, and you can do the same joke anywhere. So yeah, you have to be creative, and don't forget when Marvel do this, they know they're gambling in the first movie, but it worked. Unfortunately, it's worked. That's all, but not applicable to all industry. Maybe some of them, yes. I agree with Tania.
So have you explained what is from the four principle, what is the most inapplicable in your industry, the heavy industry?
the most applicable is cultivating the customer curiosity is not applicable in heavy industry. So how about you?
So Hary, maybe you want to take this one?
Yeah. For I think in food and beverages, maybe the most unsuitable formats would be the number one. I think the select experiment and experience one. So how about the technology?
Yeah, actually from our industry, same with your not applicable is select for experience.
It's the same, right?
Yeah, same.
Select the experience and experience.
Thank you for watching.